A job gives you purpose. A job hopefully gives you financial reward, which gives you stability. It gives you a feeling of self-worth and self-esteem.
I feel lucky in that I've had a lot of great opportunities and been able to choose my career path. So I don't see why a disabled person can't have the same choice.
You naturally assume someone can't do something because of some disability, which is always incorrect. I've learnt that a long time ago.
There is a lot of stigma out there. A lot of people, I think, unnecessarily get turned down for jobs or don't even reach interview stage.
The system previous to the right to control, I always thought it was based on the programme, not the client. So the right to control programme is more focused on the individual.
Usually when I first go and meet with them, they're quite demotivated and have probably been unemployed for quite a long time, so they're quite far from the labour market. And I'd say the first few sessions we spend on really sort of boosting their morale and getting them to think positively and not negatively, and just really approaching the whole job searching and looking for work in a different way.
The programme works that we see our clients on a one-to-one basis on a regular basis, weekly. They come into the office, we start off working with them and getting to know them, building their confidence, and then we start working with them on CVs, mock interviews, and understanding the world of work.
By having direct payments, job centre customers became my customers a lot quicker, and that was really important in terms of their confidence and their motivation, knowing that they were going to get the right support straight away. After a few weeks, they are doing things in their own time, so once I've met with them, they've been applying for jobs on their own, they've tweaked their CV, and just the whole change in attitude.
When people first come to Brentwood Community Print, they're generally lacking in confidence, self-esteem. They've got no self-worth. They don't feel they've got anything to offer the community. They don't feel that they could even hold down a job. And we address that very quickly, because in this place they're surrounded by their peers. They're surrounded by people who have been in the same place as they have, and they can see that there's hope, that they can get better.
People with disabilities having a choice. I think that we've often discovered that they don't realise that they have a choice. And they come to us and they've been on previous programmes and they've been told what they're going to do, what they're going to look for, what sort of work the advisor thinks they can do. Whereas in the right to control, I was just one of many providers that they had a choice to go and see. It's the client's choice. They can make their own decision.
I think the biggest thing that needs to be taken from right to control is the choice that that disabled person has, and that they are offered all the different types of support and the different people that can support them.
And I think it's so empowering for people to have that budget, that money, that they're able to choose how to spend it, because as an individual, they know what's going to be best for them in their recovery, what for the next step forward.
I think it's all about being person-centred and about the individual and tailoring it to exactly what they want. I can spend a meeting just purely on one cover letter or one application form because that's what the client wants to do. And I don't think that they would necessarily get that with other providers or other sources that are out there. The benefit of working in partnership with other organisations is that the disabled person can find it a lot easier to access the services and to find the right support for them.
The partnerships we have with the DEAs, which is the Disability Employment Advisors at the Job Centre, allows them to know that what we're going to do is for the benefit of our clients. And also having partnerships with local companies and organisations. We've got various companies that we work with, that if we want to place someone into a work experience, say for instance, someone that hasn't worked for a long time, and very often from those experiences comes full-time employment.
We had 7 people through the Right to Control programme. I'm very proud to say those 7 people got intensive training. They had peer support, they were mentored, they were trained and nurtured Some of the 7 are still here, holding down responsible positions within this business. Once they believe that they have got something to offer the world and their community, the transformation is amazing. We see miracles here all the time.
The outcomes that we've achieved have been tremendous against previous programmes that I've worked on. And my greatest successes are people that have been long-term unemployed with a disability, have actually come to me believing that they'll never ever work again. And then to see them go through the process, go for an interview and get the job, it does change their lives, and that's the part that gives us the boost. And very often, once they're into employment, they're a working member of society like anybody else, and everybody then forgets their disability. It's only up to that point that people recognise a disability.
Before Right to Control was here, there wasn't the opportunity for small organisations or even individual people to be able to help and support disabled people into work, because a lot of it was done through larger organisations. Whereas now, Right to Control gave me the opportunity to support people back into work, and without that, they wouldn't be in work now.
We're breaking down the barriers of stigma every day. Every time a customer comes through the front door of our shop, we're breaking down barriers.
Encouraging people to believe in themselves, because the misconception is they've been told very often that no, you've got this, you can't do this and you can't do that. No, I'll do that for you, I'll do this for you. They're not given that power, that empowerment to do it themselves, and it's been a great success.